Former heavyweight champion of the world Tyson Fury will return to the ring after a 15-month layoff to take on big punching heavyweight Arslanbek Makhmudov in a 12-round contest to take place at Tottenham Hotspur over in the UK, live and exclusive worldwide on Netflix. Let's get into it. We'll start with Arslanbek Makhmudov, who's coming off a win of David Allen, a fight that did go the full 12 rounds. Makhmudov was deducted a couple of points in the 7th and 12th rounds for repeated holding. Make of that what you will, but he pretty much won every other round, I would say, in the 9 to 10 round range of that fight. No disrespect to David Allen. David Allen is a step above your bouncer who can out-drink and out-fight everybody at your local bar. You know, the Brits call it a doorman. The guy's never been in a boring fight. He's a hell of a fighter, got a hell of a heart once he's in the ring, but he doesn't really give his all in training camp. Before that, Makhmudov beat Ricardo Brown, and really Makhmudov's adopted city of Quebec City over in Canada. Before that, he was knocked out by Guido Vianello, TKO stoppage due to swelling. And then, of course, his loss to Ajit Kabayel by TKO in the fourth. A lot of people going into that fight had Makhmudov, had picked him to win that fight in devastating fashion. Kabayel was able to break him down with body shots and more or less expose Makhmudov. Now, Makhmudov is currently ranked 14th by the IBF and 5th by the WBA. He's not ranked in the other organizations, nor is he ranked in the Ring Magazine top 10. BoxRec has him around 20th worldwide, and I would say that's about right. That's about where he should be. And in a lot of ways, he's the perfect matchup for Tyson Fury to sort of get rid of the rust, come back after a 15-month layoff, and try to get back into the world rankings, which if Tyson Fury were to win this fight, he would immediately be ranked in any organization that he seeks ranking in. Let's get into Tyson Fury. Now, look, this is a criticism. Tyson Fury hasn't won a significant fight since April 23rd of 2022. I remember it was my baby shower for my first child. Had a bunch of people over, boiled 60 pounds of crawfish, and then sat down and watched him knock out Dillian Whyte in the 6th round. Good performance from him. The Derek Chisora fight that December, I don't really give a lot of credit to. He had already beaten Chisora twice. Chisora was way past it even then. It's crazy to say that since he just fought last weekend. Then he was go on to beat Francis Ngannou some 10 months later in a fight where Ngannou dropped him. We all know that story. Tyson Fury's warm-up in the dressing room was longer than Tyson Fury's training camp for that fight, and he barely eked out a decision. I'll admit I did have Tyson Fury winning 6 rounds to 4, and even with the extra point for the knockdown, still winning by a point. Nevertheless, then he would go on to take on Alexander Usyk in back-to-back fights and lose. What I will say is in those performances, Tyson Fury looked really good. He still lost. He lost both fights. They were close, but they were clear wins for Alexander Usyk. And Tyson Fury is still sort of in denial land about that. I don't know if that's marketing or I don't know if that's his own delusions. But nevertheless, he has not really won a legitimate, well, I shouldn't say legitimate. He hasn't really won a significant fight since he knocked out Dillian Whyte, who was at the time ranked number 1 by the WBC. But even that win hasn't aged well. And even before that, if you remember, Dillian Whyte was iced by an uppercut by faded Alexander Povetkin and then beat Povetkin in the rematch to get that number 1 ranking back and get the Tyson Fury fight. So I don't put a lot of stock in that win. I mean, so you almost have to go all the way back to Deontay Wilder, the 3rd fight where he went life and death with Wilder back in October of 2021. So that's where he is right now. That's who Tyson Fury is. In training video, he has not looked great. I don't put any credence into this crap about his dad not being in training camp. That's all for the reality show, guys. Don't believe any of that crap. That's for clicks. That's for engagement. That's for promotion. If he's not around, you know, whatever. He's fought without him before. He'll fight without him again. That's not a big deal. This fight reminds me, if you will, and I know I'm going to get eviscerated in the comments, and people are going to tell me I don't know anything about boxing history, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Go for it. Do what you got to do. But this reminds me of De La Hoya's comeback after getting knocked out by Bernard Hopkins. He took about a year and a half off, give or take, and he fought Ricardo Mayorga. And Mayorga had just won a vacant belt against an Italian guy, and it was really best known for beating Vernon Forrest twice, sort of out of nowhere. And De La Hoya knew, he was dropping back down in weight, but he knew he could beat Mayorga. Mayorga had significant holes in his game, but he had a world title from the WBC to bring, and that would set up bigger fights for De La Hoya later. It was a big-time pay-per-view. It was a big-time six-round knockout. That's kind of what I see here. Arslanbek is the perfect opponent for Tyson Fury to come off a layoff from. He's got a great highlight reel of knockouts that you can use to promote the fight. His footwork is atrocious. He's more robotic than even Deontay Wilder, right? Now, does he have some pop when he lands? Yes. The question will be, is this a banana peel fight? Is this a fight where Fury can go in and somehow get old overnight and lose his chance to fight Anthony Joshua this fall? I don't think it is. I think we're going to see Fury depleted somewhat, but whatever steps that Tyson Fury has lost, Arslanbek Makhmudov never had. Fury's going to have the reach advantage. Fury's a pretty decent body puncher when he wants to, and you've seen that in the Alexander Usyk fights. He was able to land that right hand to the body. I admit, yes, some of that was a function of Usyk being a southpaw, so that area was open. But I expect Fury to go to the body, lean on Makhmudov in the corners and on the ropes, go to the body, and then probably set him up for a knockout in the 6 to 7 round range. Fury understands that not only is this fight to set up an Anthony Joshua fight, this is to promote his show and make money and set up another income stream in perpetuity, so to speak, on Netflix. And that's what he's going to want to do. So for my official prediction for Tyson Fury versus Arslanbek Makhmudov, I've got Tyson Fury by knockout between rounds 6 and 8. Let me know what you think in the comments and give me a follow on @BlueCollarBoxing on X.